Is Nnamdi Kanu getting freedom? Sowore has completely shaken the table, and I can tell you, most of the Igbo leaders are jittering right now. Hey guys, let's take a look at what Sowore said. Okay, looking at the post, okay, in almost all his verified social media handles, he said, I will set aside my differences with politicians for one cause. I challenge every politician or person of good conscience from the southeast who says they want Nnamdi Kanu release to stop the rhetoric. Time for action is now. Let's march to Aso Rock Villa. Every governor, senator, member of the house, traditional rulers, priests, Eze, Igbo person, and every Nigerian who believes in Kanu's freedom, come out and do more than talk. I will lead this peaceful march. No empty noise. Yeah, he tagged some of the Igbo leaders. No empty noise. Let Charles Chukwuma Soludo, Senator Enyi Abaribe, Alexi Otti, Mr. Peter Obi, and all others who claim to care step up and join us in person. We go together peacefully, legally, and visibly to demand justice and end to MNK's prosecution. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu now. Guys, would this be possible? Okay, you know, one comment actually made me to laugh, you understand? Immediately he dropped the post. The guy by name Asogo Sunday said, Comrade sir, those names mentioned above can accept your proposal, except Soludo, who is sitting on a sewing thread. Any little noise, he is off the line. I don't know what this guy is trying to say. I don't know. But according to him, all the persons, all the people that say Sowore tag, Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of the governor of Anambra State, Senator Enyi Abaribe, of course, a distinguished senator, then Alex Otti, governor of Abia State, Mr. Peter Obi, of course, you know who he is, you know his capacity, but he failed to mention other governors of the eastern state, like governor of Enugu State, who again, Ebonyi State governor. Yeah, he didn't mention them. Well, reason best known to him. All right, so this person here is according to him that other persons he tag, you know, will respond, but he doubts if the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, will respond. Reason best known to him. All right, another disturbing comment, okay, was spotted from one Abiodun Ade Parozi. He said, Nnamdi Kanu is standing trial for capital offense of terrorism. He can only be released on passionate ground, which I believe the government is tilting to do. But if you think you can force or cause the government to scuttle what the governors and all those Southeast leaders you call out has been working on since time. The court has ruled against his no case submission, but it only on passionate ground that any government can release a leader of a terrorist organization, acts in Finland and other places, but for the sake of peace and respect for the eminent people that has pleaded, I also want him to be released like yesterday. If Sowore think he can release him by Alota, then I wish him well. That's what this person is saying, Abiodun, okay, that he believes Kanu can only be released, you know, through pardon. Yeah, you understand, on passionate ground, not really on protest and all this Alota stuff, according to him. Guys, this is a very tough one. It's a very tough order, you understand. We know that most of the leaders, you know, of the Southeast, you know, have always been economical with the truth when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case. And now, Sowore has taken the battle to their camp. Where will they run to? Guys, the challenge is now. Okay, the challenge is out. Now it's time to see those who truly care about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the influencers, businessmen, politicians, and Igbo, It is time to put ways to action. Yes, match your ways with action. Now is time. Stand in solidarity for MNK or forever. Keep mute. Yes, forever stay silent. Now is the time. Sowore has always been appearing in court in solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, he has been doing that. Under Buhari, Sowore was always physically assaulted in court premises. Yeah, for supporting Kanu. Report had it that in one of the days, he was attacked, his clothes torn, and his vehicle damaged, by some government agencies. Yeah. Omoyele Sowore stopped appearing in court in order to support Nnamdi Kanu because the judge made a pronouncement that he doesn't want to see him in court again. Guys, I can tell you, Sowore is my last hope for a prosperous, just, and equitable Nigeria. I mean that Nigeria we have been praying for. You understand? And there was a powerful comment I saw by one Nelson Obi. Okay, he dropped a very powerful comment. He said, "This call by our leader Omoyele Sowore carries the moral weight that separates pretenders from patriots. For too long, politicians from the southeast and beyond have hidden behind carefully crafted statements and empty sympathies, pretending to support Nnamdi Kanu while quietly protecting their political comfort zones." Sowore has once again challenged the conscience of this nation, and this time there is no place to hide. When a man like Sowore, who has no ethnic or religious bias, declares that it is time for action, with what excuse remain for those who claim to represent the Igbo people? Nnamdi Kanu's unlawful detention is no longer just an Igbo issue. It is a Nigerian question about justice, freedom, and the right to dissent. If the Southeast governors, senators, and traditional leaders truly believe in equity, let them stand shoulder to shoulder in front of Aso Rock instead of speaking from the comfort of their offices. Hey, the guy is making sense. So going further, he said, "The truth is that Nigeria's political class has normalized cowardice. They know the truth but fear to work with it. They know injustice but prefer to dine with the system that sustains it. That is why Sowore's challenge is revolutionary. It stripes away every pretense and forces every so-called leader to choose a side, the side of truth or the side of silence." Those who claim to love Nnamdi Kanu must understand that real love for freedom cannot exist without sacrifice. What the Igbo leaders really afraid of? What are the Igbo leaders really afraid of? The fear of losing political favor, the fear of the state, or the fear of exposing our hypocrisy? Sowore has shown again and again that courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to bow to it. This is not about partisanship. It is about the soul of this country. The same government that locked up Sowore for demanding good governance is the same government that continues to detain Kanu against court orders. It's the same government that killed protesters and then preaches democracy at international gathering. And yet, our so-called leaders watch in silence. This march is more than a protest. It is a mirror to every Nigerian who still believes that change can come without personal involvement. It is a call to conscience, to the priests who preach justice but stay quiet, to the traditional rulers who bless injustice with cultural silence, and to the politicians who make statements but refuse to take steps. If injustice means anything at all, it must apply to everyone, regardless of tribe or ideology. Today it is Nnamdi Kanu, tomorrow it could be anyone who dares to speak truth to power. That is why this march matters. It is not just for our man, it is for the principle of freedom itself. Comrade Sowore has thrown the challenge to the feet of the powerful and the silent alike. Those who truly believe in injustice must now prove it, not with words, but with presence. This is the time to walk the walk. History will not remember those who wrote the statements, it will remember those who stood up and worked for what is right. That's a very powerful one, guys, from one Nelson. He made a whole lot of points, okay? A whole lot of points. Now, as you can see, the challenge has been thrown. This time around, no be cho. A Yoruba man is leading the campaign now for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Let's see how the Igbo will react to it. We are watching. He mentioned prominent names, okay? Let's see how the whole thing will unfold. Let's see. Sowore, you are a courageous man. But remember, what you are doing, you are really shaking the table. You are shaking the table. And we know quite well that most of the Southeast leaders, okay, have always been economical with the truth when it comes to this particular case. Now that Sowore has thrown open, you understand the challenge. Let's see what their excuses will be this time around. Let's see if they will choose to remain silent. Guys, let's know your opinion, okay? This is a very serious issue. I will be there in the comment section, okay, to respond to all your thoughts. Let's know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates.